Three times the charm. Okay, so this is the third time that I've been trying to film this video. So, next, I will be interrupted by the husband. So, probably, most likely, because he's coming over tonight. Yay, I miss him so much. Okay, so today was day 5 in my rehab. I am using my left hand to record, so there you go. It was a little rough. It was very rough. And, people need to remember that, it's okay to get frustrated. Because today made me very frustrated. It's okay to be angry about it. Those are all valid feelings. I mean, look at me. I'm still happy. I'm still, I've been doing this for so long, and it's so hard. And those who are out there that might be sick too, I get it. I get the depression too. I get the frustration. Do you know how hard it is for me to want to? I don't even feel like filming every day this week. And I have. And this was, my husband's like, you don't have to do this. I'm like, I don't have to. But I said I would. And so I am. I am posting every day of my journey. I have a pulley system now to work both arms on the weekend while, I'm not doing therapy, but I'm supposed to keep doing it after the therapy to help with my pushing muscles, as we lovingly call them. Basically, especially the small, there's a tiny, tiny muscle in between your shoulder blades that really helps for pushing a wheelchair. And you guys know that I love doing my 5Ks, my 10Ks. So I gotta get those muscles up and working. What else? Today, I guess I could actually say what we were doing. So Casey somehow got us on a cruise in October, but it's not just any cruise. Here's the 13-year-old in me. It is the New Kids on the Block cruise. Yes, that's why I said New Kids on the Block. Guys, it is what it is. I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I love all kinds of music. I love all kinds of theater. Every girl grew up, there was a boy band that they loved. Mine was the New Kids. And I did actually meet Joey in 2002, I believe. And it was an experience. I mean, it was a great experience. We talked a lot. I was newly diagnosed then. So there was very little known about my disease. Oh, wait. Nothing's changed, guys. There's very little known about my disease. Except that, it causes really bad stuff to happen to me. And when I met him, it was right before I got really, really sick. Now, I have waves. Waves that, that come and go. And that's really why I've quit certain things. But I do still do voice work because it's so easy. It's not easy, but it's easy for me to do it from a hospital bed if I have to. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. And my husband just walked in the house. So, I told you I was going to get interrupted. I was going to tell you all the sweet story. Because while I was looking for my picture with me and Joey, And Joey and I have a interesting story. He was at Disney when I worked there, and I was gonna meet him, but I actually had a concussion, and I ended up getting really, really overheated, and they called the ambulance, and he was, out talking, and this was like him and Brittany were doing a concert special that night at MGM Studios for the Disney Channel. I mean, I'm dating myself here. Uh, and I was supposed to meet him, and that didn't happen. But like I said, I did meet him in 2002, and I got to tell him the story, and he remembered the ambulance actually and waving to me, which was really, really cool. But while I was looking for my stuff from 2002, my mom came upon a t-shirt I own from 2003. Now, just I mean, most of y'all know I have met a lot of famous people, and I have these stories. This one I'm gonna keep nameless because that's how much it meant to me. I'm probably send this to video to somebody. Just so I'm still alive. Back in 2003 was a really dark time for me. I keep looking because I don't want to cry. But it was a really dark time. I was hospitalized monthly. I'm not kidding. I was hospitalized at least monthly, if not twice a month. And my stays were never shorter than about 7 days. It was hard. So hard. Well, and I have a port now, which is a thing underneath my skin, right under my collarbone, so they can get an IV. Well, it doesn't work, so it doesn't matter. I have to get it taken out. But back then, I could get a PICC line, and the PICC lines go in your arm, and they stick out, but you have to clean them every day, and you have to push fluids through them every day. But that was fine because I was on at home IV. I mean, that's how bad it was. I was at home IV, at home, steroids through IV. I had nausea medication through IV. Like, this is stuff I had to teach my husband to do a couple years later, even. So I didn't, back in 2003, I didn't expect to make it to 2005, which is when I got married. Much less to be here today, which I'm so grateful for. But yes, it was hard. And yes, I keep fighting. And that's okay. It's rough, but I guess I'll get back to who I met. I went to this concert and I got to meet this person, and he even asked me why my arm was wrapped open. I said, "Oh, it's my badge of courage." Well, my badge of courage has now moved to here, which is a nice little scar. I think I've shown it off before. That's my new badge of courage. But so it was like meeting an old friend. We are both musically trained, so we had a lot to talk about that way. I was asking about lyrics because I'm very much into knowing the meaning of things. Because I mean, this may be the theater side of me, because I want to know what you're feeling. I want to know what that person was feeling when they wrote that song, or what was going on in their life. It's just so, I don't know, it means something to me. And there's a couple of lines in his songs back then that, and to this day, and I'm not going to say them because I don't want to give anything away, because like I said, to me, this is such a special in here. And it wasn't the last time that I talked to him. So, there you go. There's the tea there. And that's all you're getting. But I was re-listening to some of this stuff a while ago. And those lines still mean so much to me. And help me get through some of those harder times. Definitely. They make me laugh. Make me laugh about the craziness of my life. And and the worry that, are my kidneys going to fail? Or is this going to happen? Am I going to have another stroke? Any of that just kind of faith. And that's one thing that's great about music. I love about music. Is I can just get lost. And I can sing. And what I love about theater, I get lost. I can sing if it's Broadway. Same thing. But yeah, so my mom was looking for my stuff with Joey, and she found this t-shirt, and it just reminded me of all the wonderful things. And here they are! So husband's here, but he's not going to get on because he's going to leave me alone. But he brought me the dreaded pulley, and I can't get it on. It's too heavy. The dreaded pulley! No! I was telling you this beautiful story about this guy I met in 2003 that I'm not saying his name. Uh-huh. And what a wonderful time we had. Uh-huh. You know who it is. I know. No, I know. Yeah. But that's why I'm not saying his name. But my husband will tell you, I have met a lot of people, and I've had a lot of meaningful conversations with these famous people, and I don't have as much of a problem as saying their names out loud as I do this one, because it was like I don't know, it was kind of like me running into Casey and somebody I hadn't seen in a couple weeks or even a couple months. It was somebody I knew forever. I think Chris would have gotten along with him, but we haven't spoken in a long time. But way long, like almost 2 decades. Because it was somewhere around when we got married. Okay, so I don't even know where I left off because I had to pause because Mom came in. This video doesn't want to be done. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It would be the 4th time.
Yeah, exactly. Just move on. Why did it load?
You know what? I don't want to start over. Because you know what? I said I would always be open with you guys. So I'm going to be open with you guys. Today has been a rough day. Therapy was rough. Somehow, Casey and I got onto the New Kids Cruise. Talked about Joey a little bit. Talked about somebody else. Chris always calls it Ginny's World, or what is it? The Ginnyverse. Because we go places and just weird things happen. I mean, like, Sean Patrick Flannery acted like I knew him forever. Yeah. It's just one of those things, but this one was different. Because I kept giving him the okay to leave. Because usually when you meet somebody, especially at a concert, you get like 10, 15 minutes with them. Bless you. Joey was actually probably closer to 30, which is unusual to begin with. But this was different. It was like an hour and a half. And my mom did not get to meet this person. And she was just worried that I was monopolizing the time. And over the security, she goes, she heard no. She's given him 3 or 4 outs to leave. And he just put his feet up on the table. Or actually, it's the chair. And it was fun. And it was cool. And if you see this, which I doubt, I don't know. It could happen. Maybe you'll know it's you. If you do, I'm alive. Luckily, Chris hubby, has been through some hard times because it hasn't always looked good. How many times now?
3, seriously.
3 seriously. Since we've been married, right? And then the one before we were married when we were engaged, yes?
No, counting that one.
Oh, you're counting the Dilan toxicity.
Yeah.
So you're counting the first 2 internal bleeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They were gonna send you to ICU a 3rd time, but you were too upstairs.
So. Yeah. So like I had a 3rd internal bleed. I've had 4 altogether. I had a 3rd internal bleed, my 3rd one, and I had lost a lot of blood. They gave me 3 pints, I think, that time. Yeah. But the guy from ICU came in, and he goes, "Oh, you're good." I went, "Yeah, I am," because I was just all upstairs. Like, my first 2 bleeds, the first one, I was making sick jokes. So I didn't really think I was going anywhere.
No, it was once you started making the sick jokes, we were okay.
Well, that's once I got IV fluids flowing was when the jokes start.
Until they got fluids flowing into you, it was...
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little...
More worried about keeping you alive than, what...
So, just so y'all know, as long as I make stupid jokes, I'm good. In the therapy, they have skeletons and stuff, and they have a really sad looking skeleton that's dressed up like a cowboy. And the therapist that I had a few days ago, she was like, "I'm trying to feed him, but he just doesn't seem to want to eat. I don't know why." And I go, "Probably because it keeps going through him." So she was like, "Oh," my mom's like, "There's my girl," So this is day 5. Sorry I went on a music tangent and a meeting famous people tangent, but I had to because it's still really weird that I'm going on a New Kids cruise. Hopefully I'll feel better. And hopefully this therapy will work and I will not have to have another surgery. But again, I do have a tear and it is my labrum. They say it's a 1. I think it's a 2.
I'd be willing to bet it's a 2.
And my husband's willing to bet it's a 2. That is how my life works. When they broke up my shoulder from the frozen shoulder, he knows a little bit more about what frozen shoulder is. The doctor told him that it was
it was harder than they were initially expecting.
They were not expecting it to be as hard as it was.
But still, that was the easiest, non-surgery, because they never had to cut you open. They just had to anesthetize you, and
but you know what? This has been
crank on your shoulder to where it would make a normal person scream in agony, so it was a better thing where they put you to sleep for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, this is actually a harder recovery to me than when I had my both shoulders scoped. This recovery's been harder. And it's not because the others were all about strength. This has nothing to do with strength. This has everything to do about movement. And part of it is he basically yanked my arm as hard as he could to break up everything that was in my shoulder. And all the therapists are like, "You are so lucky you don't see what that looks like." And I really don't want to know what it looks like. And hubby is playing with tech, so what else is new? So, guys, I will probably not be posting tomorrow because it is not part of the. I said I'd do 10 days straight, or 10 days. I didn't say straight through, but I might finally post that video Casey wants me to post. I don't know. We'll see. I did therapy all week this week and had my procedure, so I am being rewarded with a Casey tomorrow. And then, we're filming hubby doing the gauntlet on Sunday, so maybe I will post Sunday as he rolls his eyes. But he promised me I could film him doing the Hot One Scotland. So, and that's happening on Sunday. And then Monday I have to do therapy again. And you'll see my update on that. So, guys, stay enchanted. I will see y'all soon. Bye.